Wonderful, thank you. Well, it's an honor to be here this morning, this afternoon, and we're so excited to be able to share our work with you and to have heard all the wonderful presentations this morning. My name is Dr. Marcy Hanks. I'm the director of our Academic Success Centers, and I have with me Karen Loeffler. She's our coordinator in Palm Bay. Karen's available to answer your questions on chat. Our program's called Tighten Up, improving the academic success centers to generate higher levels of student success and satisfaction. We are Eastern Florida State College. We're located on the beautiful Space Coast of Florida, and we are in Brevard County, which stretches 72 miles. We have 4 academic success centers, one on our Cocoa, Melbourne, Titusville, and Palm Bay campus. We also have 2 writing centers, one on Cocoa and one on Melbourne. We've been really busy this year. We have a lot of improvements. This is what we'll be talking about today. Just to give you a brief overview, we hired a director to unify all 4 centers. We developed intensive tutor training through a Canvas course and also an advanced face-to-face training day. We've incorporated faculty roundtable discussions. We nationally certified 56 staff members. We institutionalized peer tutoring. We hired 18 peer tutors. We implemented TutorTrack college-wide. We hired academic success and support advisors. We created a rebranding and marketing campaign. And we also took our 30-minute grammar workshops that were on our Melbourne Writing Center and expanded them to our other campuses. So we have a lot to talk about. In 2016, Dr. Linda Miedema, our Vice President of Academic and Student Affairs, Chief Learning Officer, appointed Dr. Deidre Sibley, Associate Provost, to lead a strategic initiative to identify programs that were too campus-centric. Using focus groups and other research, Dr. Sibley's planning team decided the college's learning labs and writing and math centers should be revamped to promote cohesiveness and consistency college-wide. We have a lot of students that use our services on multiple campuses, and when they'd go to one center, they'd have a very different experience than when they went to a different center. So we wanted to unify our services and give them a more consistent experience. In 2017, the strategic initiative was passed to Dr. Laura Sidorin, who formed a strategic planning team to develop measurable goals and objectives. In 2019, Dr. Sidorin hired a director, which is myself, to oversee and unify all 4 centers. We developed an intensive tutor training Canvas course. Karen Loeffler is also a nationally certified trainer for the National Tutoring Association. So when we developed our courses, we made sure that we were going to meet the requirements to have all of our tutors certified by the NTA. So in this Canvas course, some of the topics that we were professional etiquette, positive interactions, dealing with difficult students, questioning techniques, critical thinking, learning styles, our guidelines, what makes a good tutor, and our tutoring guidelines as well. In the Canvas course, we used multimedia, we recorded lectures, we made PowerPoints, we made videos, we linked to wonderful sources of information. So it was a very intensive tutor training course. We also developed a face-to-face advanced training day. Here we had faculty roundtable discussions with tutors. This is an overview. I'll explain these in more detail as well. We did group presentations on best practices articles. We did some case scenarios. We had workshops on cultural and emotional intelligence. And then we had best practices articles, which included topics like checking for understanding, questioning techniques, and wait time. So the idea for the faculty roundtable discussions actually came from something that our faculty coordinator, John Valerie, in the Melbourne Writing Center does. Every couple of weeks or so, he always invites faculty in to come and sit down with our tutors and have conversations. These conversations are really useful because the tutors understand exactly what the faculty need in helping the students be successful. So we're able to support that work that they're doing in the classroom. And then the tutors have a chance to ask questions, the faculty have a chance to ask questions. So it was a wonderful thing. And we saw that we need to do the same for our academic success centers. So on our face-to-face advanced training day, we invited 6 faculty members to come in math, science, and writing. And it was really, really useful, these conversations, in helping our students to succeed. The result of this has been amazing. Now our tutors and coordinators are collaborating with faculty to make math skills workshops, chemistry review test workshops, other science review test workshops, and study group sessions on all campus locations. And we are getting amazing feedback that these are really working, helping the students to pass their tests and succeed in their courses. So it's been a wonderful thing for us. Here is a picture from our face-to-face advanced training day. We had 50 tutors present. It was an amazing day, very interactive, very engaging. We also had about 10 speakers present. We had faculty speakers, we had our success advisors, we had the associate provost, and we even had human resources trainers in there as well. So during the best practices articles group presentations, we broke all of the tutors into different groups, and we made sure to mix them from all different campuses. Because we're so far apart, the tutors don't get together very often. Many of them don't even know each other. So this was really useful in helping them to make new connections with other tutors in their own specialties, and they really appreciated that time to share knowledge and learn. So during the best practices, what they did was they had to present what the articles were about and explain them. And then the second part was how that applies to tutoring and what that should look like. We also did case scenario role plays. So again, we mixed the groups differently this time so that we could maximize the number of networking connections that they could make. And we threw some difficult situations at them, and they were given some time to discuss what the situation was and then to come up with the best ways to handle those situations. And then they role played them, and then we led a discussion afterwards. What went well, what didn't go well, what could we have improved upon. Here's a picture from our cultural intelligence workshop. We also did an emotional intelligence workshop. All of our sessions during that face-to-face advanced training day were very interactive. We had a lot of hands-on activity, hands-on learning, a lot of discussions with partners, small groups, and then together with the whole group as well. Below, you can see some pictures from our luncheon where we provided lunch for everyone, and that was paid for by our Vice President, Richard Laird. Also during lunch, we took all of the wonderful comments that we received from faculty and staff about our amazing tutoring services, and we made a PowerPoint presentation that we could share with all of the tutors. So that PowerPoint presentation was actually about 74 slides. We just highlighted some of the comments we got from faculty and staff. Here you can see our diversity workshop. This was actually done by our human resources trainer, and this was a great workshop because the first part of the workshop was actually helping the tutors to understand their own personality. And then they applied that to, okay, so now you have all these different personalities of students coming in, and what do those students need? It really reinforced a lot of what we were teaching that day because Mary said, oh, well, some people, they actually need more time to answer questions. They won't answer right away. Give them more time to process. Well, that goes along really well with our wait time idea. We created assessments in Canvas for the training, very intensive assessments. You can see some of the quizzes here. The assessments included multiple choice questions, matching questions, short answer questions, essay questions, and then a cumulative final tutoring project. And so the tutors really enjoyed the essay questions and the short answer questions. We heard the feedback that they were really deep questions and made them think and helped them to apply their knowledge and really learn a lot more. So we received a lot of positive feedback from our tutors. In fact, we have pages and pages of their responses. I'll just highlight some of them. They really loved the challenging and highly interactive training. They said that it was a deep exploration of various tools. They said it was very thorough. They were forced to think about the material. They liked learning about how the brain works, the different approaches to tutoring based on the different learning preferences. They learned how to answer students with more positive tones, how to slow down a little bit, how it was challenging. And they really liked being able to sit down with others from the different campuses who share a specialty in their same field. So they really enjoyed the networking that they were able to do there. One of our tutors commented, anytime one can communicate with others about their profession and in the context of their profession is helpful. Another tutor said, this training has reinforced the importance of placing the student and the student's learning goals at the forefront. Dr. Frank Campos is our TRIO director. He participated in the training along with his tutors, and just to highlight his email, he said it was fun, exciting, very informative. You and the Academic Success Center did a phenomenal job in organizing everything around the training and keeping everybody involved. Well done. Again, thank you for a useful and pleasant day. I was so impressed by the NTA training and all the resources we can utilize for our student success. An email from John Valerie, our Melbourne Writing Center faculty coordinator, said it was a fun and informative experience. He said that one of our peer tutors shared with him that she was happy that she attended. She remarked that she came away feeling more confident in her role as a tutor for the upcoming semester. So the result of our training was that we certified 56 staff members to the advanced and the intermediate levels through the National Tutoring Association. So now our Canvas course is already built. So when we hire new tutors, they go through that Canvas course and that gets them certified to the intermediate level. Our advanced face-to-face training day, we hope to do once a year and then promote them to the advanced level. So currently we're working with the Human Resources Department to make the Canvas training course part of the new hire orientation training for tutors, and we're looking to them to possibly help us with some budget so that we can have all future new hires nationally certified after the training. We've also done a lot of additional training of key staff members in Kaltura, which we use to record lectures and PowerPoint lectures. We've trained them in Microsoft Teams, which has been amazing in unifying all 4 campuses and bringing them together. Previously, our coordinators were all doing different things and there wasn't a lot of communication. Microsoft Teams, we're now able to meet online regularly once a month, and whenever issues come up and we're trying to figure out which direction we should go, we'll often just jump on, hey, can you meet in 5 minutes? And we'll be able to have a quick meeting that way. So it's been wonderful. We also created 3 SharePoints this year. 2019. We created one for the coordinators, the success advisors, and then one for all of our NTA training materials. And that was wonderful, all of those SharePoints, because it helped us to keep everything organized, to share our research in one place, and share all of our important files. We also had 8 staff members become advanced level nationally certified academic coaches. Using this technology, we've recorded lectures for our new tutor training program. We've created tutorials to train staff in how to run tutor track reports. We've even created an online scientific calculator tutorial to help students pass the TABE test. We institutionalized peer tutoring. So in 2014, EFSC had developed the Core Scholar Program as the college's quality enhancement plan, which was part of the SACS reaffirmation of accreditation. The program included peer tutoring. When the QEP ended in spring 2019, we were determined to find ways to institutionalize peer tutoring. Students love peer tutoring, and there are so many benefits in helping them to be more successful. So we collaborated with faculty, financial aid, the Provost's Office, and Human Resources. We opened 16 work-study and 16 student-employee peer tutoring positions. We created new hiring procedures. Now faculty recommend students for the open positions and are part of the hiring committee. In 2019, we hired 18 peer tutors, and we are getting amazing feedback about how wonderfully they're doing. So peer tutors, when they are hired, they have to complete that Canvas course training that we talked about earlier, and then they also have to shadow professional tutors, and then they have to be observed before they may begin tutoring on their own. And then the coordinator will determine if they're ready or if they need more tutoring. We implemented TutorTrack college-wide. Now we have consistent, reliable data. It's allowing us to make informed decisions. We can analyze our peak hours, the subjects that are being tutored, and even our individual tutors' hours. That's allowing us to meet specific staffing needs at each center to better serve the needs of our students. We won't spend a lot of time on this. This is just to quickly show you. If you look at just the tallest bar graph, in blue, that shows you our total tutoring hours times, and you can notice like the graph starts at 8 a.m. and goes to 7:30 p.m. and that shows us our busiest times of day. In 2019, the number of tutoring hours was 24,309, and that does not include our writing centers on the Melbourne campus or the Cocoa campus. They're not on TutorTrack yet. We're planning to add them this year. The Academic Success Center received amazing feedback from students and faculty about our tutoring services. We have so much positive feedback. Just to share a few snippets with you, some of the comments we get is, I'm surviving pretty well because the Writing Center exists. I'm so grateful for the Writing Center. I'm so thankful. If it wasn't for them, I would have failed my online class. I didn't know how I was going to graduate. And we get that in so many subjects. I didn't know how I was going to graduate without you. We've gotten a lot of positive faculty feedback as well. Here you can see Dr. Lake says that students rave about this peer tutor's help and so glad that we can send them to him. Here you can see our success advisors in green. We hired them, one for each campus, but they work collaboratively to do events on every campus, and they're working on improving succession, retention, and completion rates. One of the outreach events that they did was a spring registration awareness event. They did one on each campus where we gave free giveaways. We did a different theme on each campus to really fit the student population's needs there. We worked with a student government office to be able to really know what would work best on each campus. The result was that we helped over 600 students register for the spring semester. So it was a wonderful time. We had academic and financial aid advisors on hand. We also had Advising Come, Career Center. So it was a great collaborative effort, and we were able to answer all of their questions. We also did a rebranding and marketing campaign where we designed new web pages, signs, and bookmarks to give our community a better understanding of our provided services and how to access them. Here's a new bookmark that we made for our Melbourne Writing Center. These were the 30-minute grammar workshops that they were doing. Now we're doing them on most of the other campuses as well. We made a new bookmark for the Academic Success Center. Now before we didn't have a unified one, but like I said earlier, students go to multiple campuses. Sometimes they'll go to the Cocoa ASC, sometimes the Melbourne. So we wanted the information to be on one bookmark so they could easily see where it's located, phone numbers, and the hours. Also, our provided services are on there as well. So also, one thing I wanted to share with you was that our Director of Institutional Effectiveness, Bob Stover, actually sent a spotlight on our work where he said, highlighting a job well done. So he sent to 56 staff members, including our Strategic Planning Committee, our Vice Presidents, our Provosts, and our Associate Provosts, an email saying what an outstanding job we're doing and also how robust our academic success centers have become. So we've done this program in order to respond to students' needs. We've maximized their student learning and success through high quality resources and providing them with a world-class college system. We know that whenever we have tutors, training and professional development are crucial to providing high quality services to our students. And there are three things that are important in that: knowledge, skills, attitude. So our intensive training courses really focused on all of those areas as well. Thank you. It was great being here with you this morning.